guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here today then welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you would like to subscribe to me, the button to do so is just here and I would really appreciate it. So today's video is going to be my skincare routine before and after a flight, as well as my makeup. I'm not going to be doing my hair today just because it's so boring. It's literally just a low bun, so people are probably not interested in seeing that. So if you are interested in seeing how I go about looking after my skin and doing my makeup for a flight, then please do keep watching. Hey guys, so before I officially start, I just wanted to let you know of two new products that I have been using. Teami Blends were kind enough to send me the Detox Mask and the Green Tea Facial Scrub from their skincare range. If you don't know who Teami Blends are, they are a company which focuses on the natural health benefits of tea. So they sell skinny teas, detox teas, and they also have an incredible range of skincare. So I've actually got the Detox Mask and the Green Tea Facial Scrub. They sent it to me. Thank you so much, Teami, for sending them to me. And I've tried them out for you guys, and I can honestly hand on heart say they are absolutely incredible. Firstly, they smell amazing. So the Green Tea Facial Scrub has an incredible green tea aroma to it. Also, you can really smell the lemongrass which is in it. And the Detox Mask, you can smell, again, the matcha and the lemongrass. So the Detox Mask has matcha, lemongrass and bentonite clay. Bentonite clay basically rids your skin of impurities, and lemongrass is a superfood for your skin. So as you can see on the mask, it is cruelty free and it's also made in Florida. It is an American company, so they do say that it takes around 20 days for international orders. However, my parcel came within 5, which I think is incredible. So the Detox Mask is $29.99 on their website, and it's their best seller. This is probably their most popular mask that they have, and I can see why. I've used it a few times now, and I will say it feels like it completely tightens my skin. I'm a complete skincare newbie, you guys know this. I'm just trying to get into it a bit more, and I can say that this mask has been so easy to use, and I feel like I've got on with it so well. It leaves my skin feeling so soft, almost like an airbrushed effect for my skin, which I think is amazing. And again, yeah, it makes my skin feel a little bit tighter, and I'm young anyway, so I don't really expect a mask to do that, but it does. And I thought that was absolutely incredible. And the Green Tea Facial Scrub is so gentle on your skin. So obviously the scrub has lemongrass, green tea and sugar inside, and the sugar is there to exfoliate the dead skin. But most masks and scrubs are quite abrasive on my skin, and I find that I don't really get on with them. But this one is so gentle. I honestly, truly think that it's a great facial scrub. I wouldn't show you it if I didn't agree with it, and honestly, I feel like it is so good. Again, the smell on these masks are incredible. I love tea. I drink all different types of tea, and it's so nice just to smell it. I'm like, I really fancy a green tea now. But yeah, I feel like these masks are great. So if you guys are interested in trying these, they were actually kind enough to also give me a discount code for you guys to use. So if you use the code CLT20 at the checkout, you can get 20% off of your purchase. I think 20% off is incredible. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, please do use my code. Again, I'll put it in the description. It's CLT20. I'll pop it on the screen as well for you guys. Just pop that in at the checkout and you will get the money off. I believe if you wanted to buy these two products, it would give you $10 off the final total, which I think that's a lot of money to be taken off, especially when these products are so good. In my routine, I usually like to use the facial scrub before I do my makeup, just so that it exfoliates, and it also has moisturizer in, which means that I don't need to worry about putting a moisturizer on before I do my makeup. And then, as you guys know, obviously I'm crew, so detoxing is definitely essential after a flight, so I like to use the detox mask to take once I've taken my makeup off. Just to let you know, these products are actually for all skin types, and the Green Tea Facial Scrub, it can actually be used like multi-use, so you can use it to buff your skin in the shower as well as putting it on your face. So yeah, I honestly hope you guys, if you do decide to buy these products, I hope you like them as much as I do. Being a skincare newbie, I feel like they're so easy to use, and I can almost see the results straight away, which is great. One of the first things I've done is I've just put my hair back so that when I put the products on my face, it doesn't go in my hair. And I've grabbed myself a damp towel and I'm just going to put it on my face. And this is just to basically help the application of the facial scrub. And by the way, I apologize if I'm looking into the camera. It's just because I don't yet have a mirror behind, so it's going to be hard for me to see what I'm doing. So now I'm going to take my green tea scrub from Teami Blends, and I'm going to apply this in circular motions all over my face. This is basically just to buff away any unwanted dead skin, and it also moisturizes, so it means that I can skip the step of moisturizing. And I'm lazy, you know, and when I'm getting ready for work, I don't want to put too many things on my face. So by doing this in the morning, it moisturizes and it takes away the dead skin of the night before. Bish bash bosh, you know, I don't need to do too much. And this is great because a little bit goes a long way, honestly. Like I've used this so many times and I've barely made a dent in it. Okay, so now I've let this sit on my face for a bit just to absorb in. I'm just going to take this cloth and go to my bathroom and just wash it all off. I have a lot of spots and acne scarring on the bottom half of my face, but even with all of that, my skin still feels so soft after doing that mask. I don't know if you can see, but it does definitely look brighter. I know my skin isn't great, so when I do use masks like this, it just makes me feel like my skin is soft, and I can't stop touching it, which is probably the wrong thing to do. It's just so soft. So I've just tucked my hair behind my ears because the next stage I'm going to do is my makeup. Before I do my makeup, I always like to apply my LMS Pro Collagen Marine Balm just under my eyes. This was actually a free sample and it's lasted for so long. This is an anti-aging cream, and this is basically my savior. When you fly, I feel like your skin ages so quickly. So I always just pop this under my eyes every morning and just before I go to bed. This is like a day one, I believe. So you're not really supposed to use it before you go to bed as well, but what's the harm that can be done? So apparently when you put this on, you're supposed to like dab it on instead of like pull at your skin, because the more you pull at your skin, apparently the more like droopy it makes it. So that's that. Now it's time to start my makeup. And I've tried quite a few different primers, and I think the Kat Von D primer is not good for my skin. It makes me really oily. The Smashbox primer is a really good one, but a dupe to the Smashbox Photo Ready primer is the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. This primer is like so cheap but so good, like ridiculously so. So I'll literally put about that much on my hand, and then I'll literally put it just my cheeks, my nose and my chin. I don't bother priming my forehead because I don't tend to have like oily skin or anything, so I find that there's no need for me to prime it. My makeup just lasts really well there for some reason, and I find when I do prime it there, that's when my makeup stops lasting well. So I'll just basically pat all this in and then rub it around my face. I still can't get over how soft my my skin feels, honestly. I feel like it just makes all my makeup apply so much smoother when you've got like a fresh, even base. For foundation, I think this is probably the most important piece of your makeup when you are cabin crew. You want to pick a foundation that can literally, you can wear it for 24 hours. You want to pick a foundation that doesn't crease, that doesn't go patchy, that doesn't oxidize in the cabin air. And you know what, like it has been my absolute struggle to find a good one since starting. I've tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm shade Dawn. This really oxidizes on my skin and it goes so patchy. I also have tried the MAC foundation, and this is the Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation. I'm NC20 in this. And do you know what? This is so good, but as the bottle is so small and it's really dirty, sorry, and I'm wearing it literally like every day, I need a bigger bottle basically. So I don't like paying out a lot of money for this when I'm only gonna get like 10 flights out of it. So I have now started using the Revlon Color Stay, and this is probably probably my favourite foundation I've ever used in my whole entire life. So I get the normal to dry skin, and I'm Buff, which is 150, and it's 24-hour, and this is incredible. So it doesn't really oxidize on my skin, it just goes one shade darker, which is kind of what I need as I am so pale. When I tan, when I'm like abroad and stuff, this is like, it really does end up looking really nice. It's not like too dark for me. This is probably my color. It's just when I put it on, I do put on like a thick mask of it, so it does look quite pale at first, and then once I put my bronzer, my like contour, all that on, it does get better. I find that this is like so easy to put on, and you can get it for £6 on Amazon. It's like £12.99 in stores, in like Superdrug and stuff, but I buy it on Amazon for £6. You can buy it in bulk, you can set up like a recurring order for it. It's incredible. I get a lot of people, like without sounding like, I do get a lot of people ask me what foundation I wear. So it is the Revlon Colorstay one. So like I said, I do apply a thick coat of this. I do actually use about 6 pumps for my whole face, which is extreme, but I feel like with this job, like I need to put so much on my face to like really let it sink in. So you're probably gonna laugh when I put this on, because it's a lot, and I know it's a lot. I've got issues, okay? So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna put this all over my face, all over my face. This is why I've put off like filming like a get ready with me for so long, because I know people are gonna say I wear too much, and like, sue me. I promise you, like, it's not actually a lot, like once I blend it in, and sometimes, you know what, sometimes I actually need more. So just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. Who else remembers when everyone tried to get like foundation lips? Like okay guys, so now that I've finished doing my foundation, I like to highlight under my eyes. I do my nose, my chin and my forehead, just so that my under eyes stay bright and they just look highlighted compared to the rest of my face, because I do get tired and I do get bags. So I find that if my eyes are like highlighted underneath, I do look way less tired. So I'll just take the lightest shade. So I use the AVH contour palette, the cream one, and I take the lightest shade and I apply it on the brush and I dot it on my nose. And I go down the center of my nose just to highlight the bridge. I like to do like a fair bit on this, just because when I contour my nose later, it does look quite nice. And then I'll go under my eyes and I do a triangle shape, because it's supposed to be better for you than, say, if you just left it like this. So I drag it down, then I do my forehead, and I put what's left on my chin. So I just like to put that on, and this is another like quite a thick layer, but I do this just because I do get really tired and it does kind of shine through and show how tired I am. So for this, I use a little beauty blender and I spray it with some setting spray before I put this on my face, and I just basically go ham and blend it in. Now that that's all blended in and I'm looking like a Victorian ghost, I like to take a little bit of a darker pressed powder, and this is the collection one, and this is £1.99. I get for about like one of these every 2 months, so I like having like a really cheap one. I do have the MAC pressed powder, but I do think that this is obviously more affordable, and I don't know, I feel like they go on the same, so I might as well just buy this one. This is actually the lightest shade they do, and it's still orange on me. This is Candlelight. They do like a translucent one, but I'd rather like add a bit of colour. So I basically just take this and a brush and pop it all around my face. I feel like I should add a disclaimer and say, like, I by no means think that I know how to do makeup. I just obviously have to do makeup every day for work, but I don't actually think I ever do anything properly. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I do get quite a lot of people ask me about my eyebrows and tell me that they're thick and if I get them laminated. No, I do not get them laminated. However, I will be going and getting them laminated by my lash lady. My brilliant lash lady is going to laminate my brows for me, Mia Clark. She's Lashes by Mia Clark on Instagram. She's absolutely incredible, and I think she's the only person that I would trust to touch my eyebrows. So I will be getting them laminated. I might do a video on it, but for the time being, no, my eyebrows are not laminated. I just use a clear brow gel from Primark to put my brows up and keep them in place. So it's basically just a clear brow gel, putting them on. I don't use any other product. This is all I need. I used to draw my eyebrows on, and I will be honest with you, I think that everyone are snakes for not telling me that I literally looked disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you, I do not pluck my eyebrows. I have a monobrow. We're not gonna talk about that. And also, I love the people that are like, your eyebrows are like cousins, not sisters. I'm like, my eyebrows don't even know each other. This one's like long and this one's short. They're enemies. So for the next part of my makeup, I do my absolute favourite thing in the world, and I put blush and bronzer on. So this just really brings my skin to life, and it makes people think that I actually do have a tan, because why do I not actually tan when I go to St. Lucia and like the Caribbean often? So yeah, this is how I get my tan. So you can see how old this palette is and how much I use it, but I basically just dip the brush into the blush. It always looks like really harsh at first, but like I do blend it out, I promise. You can see that that looks so pink, but I swear, like, trust the process, because it does end up getting better. I just circle the end of my nose until that's pink. Back in with the brush that I already have like my powder for my face on, and I blend it in to my face, and this is how it looks like less pink. Then I like to use the bronzer, and I simply put this on, tap it off because I'm really pale and I can't put too much on. And then I go back in with the foundation and I draw myself like a little line because I don't have time to like bake. So I basically just put foundation and blend it. So now my skin definitely has a bit of colour on it, which is what I need. So the next step of my makeup is to contour my nose. I take my hoola and I pop the little brush bit out, so I'm just left with the bottom part. And I take a brush that looks like this, I gently dip it in, get rid of the excess, and I just go down the sides of my nose. This is so hard to do on camera. I do the bottom parts of my nose as well. This basically makes your nostrils look smaller. Don't ask me how, apparently it does. I've tried it and I love it, so I do it all the time. You also go over this middle part. So you take the little beauty blender which has the makeup residue still on it, and you buff it out on your nose. So even though it's a powder, you can still put like a cream over the top. I feel like it blends it out really well. Keep in mind that you don't want to blend it out too much because you don't want it to like completely disappear. So now that's done, I go back in with my powder, which is why I get through so much, by the way, and I just put the powder over my nose and under my eyes to set everything that I've done, and then I just basically take it all the way around my face. So I then take my Hyper Real Glow by MAC and I put the silvery shade on the end of my nose and down the bridge. I then take the gold shade and I put it on my cheeks. And I do the same for the other side. So for setting spray, I use the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is probably one of the most popular setting sprays just because it is the best of the best. I think it's like £24. I could literally be making that up, but this is so good. It's up to 16-hour wear, lightweight and temperature control technology. But I personally always use this. I always buy it. Whenever it runs out, I do replace it with this. There was a cheaper setting spray that I like to use, but I can't remember what it was called. So we'll just roll with this one. But yeah, I do apply this quite like liberally all over my face just because I really want it to stay. So the last step in the routine is mascara. Now, if I am doing a night flight, I won't bother putting any mascara on my bottom eyelashes just because it runs and bleeds everywhere and I usually end up waking up looking like a literal panda. Of course, I don't put any mascara on my top lashes as I have lash extensions, but if I am putting mascara on, then I will usually use the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast, or I will use the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. Now, the L'Oreal Telescopic I only really use if I'm doing like a short work day, just because this does kind of go under your eyes. It doesn't always do it, but sometimes it does, and when it does, it's like ridiculously dark under my eyes. But this is the only one that I can really trust. This is the Soap & Glory one, and I find that this one rarely ever bleeds under my eyes, so I will use this one a lot more often than I will this one. So girls that have lash extensions, you will know if you use setting spray, it literally pulls your eyelashes out. So when you brush them, you have to be so careful to make sure that you're not pulling any of your lashes out. So now I've brushed out my lashes, I'm going to use the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Mascara. I'm going to put this on, not on camera, just because it will look ridiculous. Okay, so that is my makeup that I do every day before a flight completed. It usually takes me around an hour to do my hair and makeup and get ready. I wasn't going to do my hair in this video just because it's pretty boring. I literally scrape it back and put it in a bun. I don't do anything special to it. I don't even really wear my hair donut anymore, which I really should, but it just ruins my hair. So I just literally put it in a really protective bun style, just so that it doesn't ruin my hair. As you guys know, these are extensions, so I need to take good care of them. I feel like the scrub really moisturizes my skin and just makes it look a little bit more glowy than it would if I didn't use it. I feel like my skin still smells so nice and it feels really soft. It's so easy to apply any foundation or any kind of face cream or anything like that after I use the scrub, just because of how soothing and smooth it makes your skin. It just basically gives you such an easy application of everything else that you decide to put on it, which is why I absolutely love it. So I'm going to wear this makeup for a bit and then I am going to take it all off and show you how I use the detox mask. I'm going to show you what I do to cleanse my skin after a flight as well. So keep watching. So now it's time to do my absolute favourite thing, and that is to take my makeup off. I love taking my makeup off just because I feel like it allows my skin to breathe again, especially after being in the cabin air. I feel like it just really dries your skin out and it just gets like so like gross. I love wearing makeup, don't get me wrong, but once you've had your makeup on for like 24 hours, I don't love it so much, not now. So these are the products that I'm going to be using. I'm going to explain a little bit more about them as I'm using them. So to take my makeup off, I use my micellar oil wipes from Garnier along with the cleansing water. These two together really take my makeup off so much better than just the wipes alone, especially because you've seen that I do put on a thick coat of foundation. So I do need that extra help to get the layer off. So I'm going to take my makeup off and then show you my skin afterwards. Okay, so now I've taken my makeup off, I'm just going to use my Teami Detox Mask and I'm just going to use a brush to pop it on my face in a thin layer. Then I'm going to let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. As you can see, the mask is drying and it's like bringing out my pores. I literally can't move my forehead. So now I'm going to take this mask off with just some regular soapy water. So I don't know if you can see how soft my skin is. Obviously I have a lot of spots still. It's not there to get rid of spots or anything, it's just there to like tighten your skin and make it softer. But my skin definitely does feel hydrated and soft. I love the mask and the scrub so much, like honestly I feel like my skin is so glowy. So the next thing I do is I just take this tea tree oil, and I got this in Savers, I think it was like £1, and I literally put the tinsiest bit on the back of my hand, same way I do for my primer, and then I literally dab it on any of my spots, just to try and get rid of them. Okay guys, so that is everything I do to look after my skin. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed filming it. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have enjoyed it as well, please pop it in the comments below or suggest another video for me to film, just because I'd like to know what you guys want to see from me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you do decide to purchase any of the Teami products or check out the Teami website, remember you can use my code CLT20 at the checkout for 20% off. Thank you so much Teami for sending me the mask and the scrub. They're incredible and I've definitely loved incorporating them into my beauty routines. And also to you guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, morning, night, wherever you are in the world, and I hope to film for you again soon.